I welcome all in the lecture series of Fundamentals of Data Structure. In today's session, we are going to one of the most common and the time consuming operation in computer science is searching. Searching is the process used to find the location of target among the list of objects. In today's session, we'll see several different searching algorithms. Let me begin with linear search. In today's session, we are going to see what is searching and what are the different searching techniques and linear search in depth. At the end of this session, I expect my student will be able to understand the searching concept and they can able to apply the linear search in their particular problems. So what is searching? Yes, searching is nothing but that we are identifying or finding out the record or the information in the given list. There are two types of searching techniques, linear search and the binary search. So at the searching, we are expecting the requirement is we must have the set of elements. Then also we expect which element we want to search, that is called as key element. And the output we are expecting whether that key element or the target element is present in the list or which is not present in the list. So search on that ordered list or it can be on that unordered list. Means if you people are looking for our telephone directory and you want to search the telephone number for the specific person, assume that we are identifying that and looking for a Shon Zado. Then we are saying is the Shon Zado name is in the list or it is not in the list. So telephone directory is the best example of our sorted list, that is called as ordered list. And if the elements are not in order place, then how does the searching works? So let me start with the linear search. The linear search is also called as the sequential search. The sequential search is used when the list is not in the sorting fashion. This is a simple searching technique. In this technique, we start searching for the target element at the beginning of the list and we continue until we'll find the target or we assure that the item is not present in the list. So here we are going element by element, means every item is checked. That's why linear search takes some more time, which is slow. So if we are think about how does the algorithm works, so what we should do, we should require the collection of similar type of data. Let we are saying it is A of n and n indicates how many elements are in the list. Then we are initially required a one counter which is set to 1 and a key is the element we need to search. Until the value of I will not reaches to n, we are repeatedly comparing our A of I with key. If A of I is not matched with this key, then I will be increased by 1 and again the value of I is checked whether the I value is greater than the range of our array. If it is not, again I is going to be compared. A of I is going to be compared with key element. So like this fashion, repeatedly we are looking for that key element is present or not. If we find it out that E of I is matched with our key, then we are directly displaying that element key is found at that ith location and we have been stopped that algorithm. But if that key element is not present and all array elements have been searched, then we are saying that element is not present in the list and we need to stop. Let me see with one example. Assume that we are having the list of elements 12, 7, 14, 22, 5, 18 and 40 and we need to search the element is 5. Then what we are doing? Initially I counter is pointing to 0. Then we are comparing is A of 0 is the key? No, I will be increased by 1. Is key is equal to A of 1? No, I will be increased by 1. Is A of 2 is the key? No, I will be increased by 1. Now I is to 4. Is key 55 is equal to A of 4 means 55? Yes. Then we are displaying that the key element is found at location 5th. And if having that key element is 100. Now here I is equal to 5. Is key is equal to A of 5? 78 is not is equal to 100. Again 68 is not is equal to 100, means all elements have been traced out. That time we can say that element is not present. So here this indicates the algorithm for our linear search. So here we are saying that I will not go beyond the size of our array, number of elements in that array. If we find it out that element is present, then we are saying that the element is found. And if it is not, then we are saying element is not present. So if we think about the time complexity, that how much time it will require, so it based on the number of comparison. If we are comparing with the first element and if we are finding out it is not present, then we are increasing the counter one by one until our last element. So worst case, that if element is not present in the list or element is present in the last record, so the worst case is big O of n. It can be happen that we are getting at only one comparison that element is present. So that's why the best case is big O of 1 and average case is big of n plus 1 by 2. So like this way, here we are identifying that if the key is at the 0th place, then this is best case. Key can appear in any index position in some equal probability, then that is called as the average case. And if key is present at the last element or not found, that is called as the worst case. So let me conclude the linear search. Linear search is also called as a sequential search. Every element is need to be compared element by element, which is simple and it is suitable for specifically unsorted array. But the problem is it is very slow. If there are 1000 elements, means after 1000 we come to know that element is not present. So the best case is big O of 1 and the worst case is big O of n. So thank you. Happy learning.